Lake Charles, Louisiana. And today I'm going to be cooking a good old shrimp and sausage casserole. But before we do that, I want to introduce you my sous chef for today, my nephew, Caden / godchild. This is my Bug. I call him Bug. So Buggy, he's going to be helping me cook this good old casserole today. So Buggy, get your little glass of water. Since you're underage, you got to drink water today. Hold up, buddy. You didn't do the drinky drink toast. Oh, no, you got to do the drinky drink toast. So before we get started on this good old shrimp and sausage casserole, we're going to get our little drinky drink toast on. All right, Buggy, drinky drink.
Drinky drink.
All right. Whew, I needed that. I needed that after a long day. All right, so today we have the shrimp and sausage casserole consists of 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, which I have right here, 1 can of cream of a cheddar cheese soup, 4 cloves of garlic chopped up and minced, 1 large bell pepper diced up, and about 4 sticks of green onions all chopped up, 1 stick of butter, and I'm going to be chopping up 1 whole onion. So I already diced my, and it calls for 1 pound of smoked sausage and 2 pounds of shrimp. I like to use fresh shrimp. So thanks to Mr. Brad Swallow at JT's Seafood in Lake Charles on Lake Street, he provided us this good old shrimp. So thank you, Mr. Brad Swallow. Y'all go see Mr. Brad Swallow over there at JT's Seafood. He's got all kind of nice fresh seafood. Anything that you want, he got it. And he is also selling some good old ball crawfish. So go see Brad Swallow at JT's. So thank you, Mr. Swallow, for this beautiful shrimp. So right now, okay, so what I did, I already prepped the most of the sausage, and I diced it, I sliced it, which I'm going to show y'all, and then I cut it up in four pieces. And then we're going to season the shrimp in a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and push this off the side, and I'm going to show y'all how I cut up my sausage. So Buggy, pay attention, because one day you're going to be making this for yourself. So you're going to slice it regular, like so, and then you're going to come back, and I like to stack about 3 of them together, and I slice it in half like this, and then I swing it around, and I dice it into 4 pieces like that, just like that. So you're going to do the whole pound of sausage like that. It take a little time, but it's going to be worth it. You can slice it how you want. But I like to slice mine in 4 pieces, get a little bite size each time. So we're going to go ahead and slice a few more. I just wanted to show y'all how it's done for the casserole. So you're going to slice it in half this way and slice it in there half that way, 4 slices. Again. And again. And that's it. So we're going to go ahead and push that off the side, and we're going to get started on this onion. I need a towel. My hands is greasy now from this. I'm going to be throwing up. I got to get out the camera for that one. Danny, one of these days, Danny. Covered up my onion and everything. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and slice this onion. 1 whole onion. So I'm going to go ahead and get my onion sliced. It's a big onion, so I don't want to chop my fingers off.
That'd be bad.
That would be bad, huh, Buggy?
Mm-hmm.
So you learning all about this? What you think about this, Buggy?
I think it's awesome.
You're going to be cooking one day? You're already learning how to cook. Tell me what kind of stuff you cook.
Well, at home I cook, sometimes I cook omelets, I can cook basically anything if you could teach me, you know. I mean, I've been watching you cook since I was little, and, you know, just pick it up.
You just picked up from watching, huh? That's what I did watching my mom. All my life, I used to watch my mom cook. I stood there just like you standing on the side of me. I stood on the side of my mom. Sometimes I would get in her way. Sometimes she would back up and she would walk on my toes and she'd be like, "You always underneath my feet. Get out of the way." And I'm like, "I want to learn how to cook, Mama." And I tell you what, a lot of times when my mom was sick and she was in the bed with the migraine headaches and she couldn't cook, Lil do cooked. She was glad I was under her feet then. I used to cook for her. Okay, so we got 1/2 onion. That's a lot of onion, so we're going to go ahead and chop that other one. But we're going to go ahead and take us a little small break. And when we come back, we're going to head over to the stove and start cooking some of this good old casserole.
Daniel, you ready to go camping?
Well, yeah, Gavin, let's go through the checklist.
Let's check the water lines and fixtures for leaks.
Southern stocks all the plumbing fittings you need to get going.
Is the AC and refrigerator working?
I sure hope so. I hate to be hot or have hot drinks.
Southern stocks several models of ACs and refrigerators.
Don't forget to check the lights.
How many bulbs do you think we'll need? You know they burn out fast.
Southern stocks 12-volt LED bulbs that last up to 50,000 hours.
Let's make our first stop.
Southern Mobile Home and RV Supply.
Since 1991, Dr. Robert Arango has provided the best foot and ankle care for his patients in Southwest Louisiana. Lake Area Foot Care Center is dedicated to your comfort and prompt attention. Many minor foot and ankle procedures can be successfully treated in office, such as ingrown toenails, skin biopsies, hammer toes, bone spurs, and wart removal. At Lake Area Foot Care Center, Dr. Arango's goal is to help you maintain healthy feet and ankles.
Lake Charles Poultry has a second location, offering more convenience and longer hours, but still the freshest meats at the best prices. Service like an old-fashioned meat market. Lake Charles Poultry, Highway 90 East and Hobby Lobby Shopping Center in Lake Charles.
Welcome back to Pat and Pot, and I guess y'all can see I'm getting my little drink on, and I'm just having a good old time because I got my little Buggy with me. All right, Buggy, you ready to get started seasoning this good old shrimp?
I'm ready.
Hold on, you're not ready yet. I got to take my little drinky drink.
Oh, you ready?
Woo, where's your drinky drink? Get some water. Drink that water, boy. Woo. Little Pat the Pot hat. All right, yeah, all right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. I got some good old Lake Charles Poultry seasoning right here from Mr. Danny at Lake Charles Poultry. So go see Mr. Danny for all your good food and seasoning. Mr. Danny got it at Lake Charles Poultry. So let's go ahead and put this good old Cajun seasoning all over this shrimp. And we're going to go ahead and stir it around. This is 2 pounds of shrimp, medium shrimp. Oh, it's looking pretty. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to saute that in some butter and garlic once we get to the stove over there. I might throw a little bit on the sausage, just two. All right, so we're getting it pretty good and seasoned. Now this casserole is made with rice, so it's pretty much like a jambalaya, if you ask me. You'll see in the end when I mix it up, it looks just like a jambalaya, shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Okay, I think we got it seasoned enough. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. Now I need to wipe my hands. What? God, man, you took my time. Danny, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for that. All right, I'm gonna go. Danny, oh, my little peppers I got knocked sideways. All right, got my hand. Thank you, little sous chef. All right, so I'm gonna get me a little drinky drink and we're gonna move on over to the stove. All right, now we're over here at the stove and now we're gonna go ahead and start cooking our shrimp. So I melted down 1 stick of unsalted butter. So now my butter's all melted, we're gonna start adding the shrimp and the garlic. So I'm gonna go ahead and push all this shrimp in the pot right now. I think this might be, I think Mr. Brad must have snuck in 2.5 pounds. It's a lot of shrimp. Ooh-wee. I got it underneath some of this sausage here. I gotta dig them out. So we're gonna saute the shrimp, cook the shrimp in this butter and garlic until the shrimp is pink. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna be cooking the sausage in another pot. So I got all the shrimp. I'm gonna put this down right here. So we got the shrimp in the, I'm gonna go ahead and crank up the fire. Sound like the rice is done. Okay, so Caden, what I need you to do, I need you to just kind of stir that. We're gonna add some of this garlic in there. So we're putting in right now about 2 cloves of garlic that I minced up. And he's gonna cook that shrimp until it's pink. Do I have the fire high enough? All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my sausage in there. Woo! You hear that sound? Wanna grab that for me, Stephen? Thank you. Okay, let me get my spoon here and we're gonna start sauteing the sausage right now. 1 pound of sausage all diced up. I did add a little, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. You know, sausage does make its own oil, grease, but I wanted to go ahead and put a little bit so I could start frying it down. Because sometimes when you put it in the pot without a little cooking oil, it sticks right away. So this way, it can start frying down. So I'm gonna crank up my fire a little bit on this. And then once my sausage is all fried down, then I'm gonna start adding my onions and bell pepper in a minute. So, and then how you coming along over here, Buggy?
Doing pretty good. It's getting better.
Okay, let's see. All right, let's see, maybe we gotta crank up the fire a little bit higher so it can start, that's a lot of shrimp, so it's gonna start cooking. So we're frying down our sausage right now. And it won't take long to do that. And then we can start adding our onions. All right, so while this is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and take a little break and we'll be right back with Pat in the Pot.
Lake Charles Poultry has a second location, offering more convenience and longer hours, but still the freshest meats at the best prices. Service like an old-fashioned meat market. Lake Charles Poultry, Highway 90 East and Hobby Lobby Shopping Center in Lake Charles.
Welcome back to Pat the Pot, and me and my little Buggy was jitterbugging. All right, Buggy, jitterbug, get it, Bug? All right, so we got our sausage good and fried down, and now what I want to do is I want to start adding my ingredients. So, and Buggy is over here, and he's getting his shrimp all good and cooked, and we're rolling right along. Let me get my little drink one time. Ooh, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and add the onions in. That's 1 whole onion, cut up. 1 whole bell pepper, diced up. And I'm gonna add the other 2 cloves of garlic in there. And I'm gonna fry that down. Let those onions get fried down. So Buggy,
What's that?
so tell me, you like cooking?
I love cooking.
You love cooking.
I don't just like it, I love
I
it.
know you used to watch Mama cook when you lived with Mama.
Oh,
Used
yeah.
to stay at Mama's house all the time.
Mhm.
Mama used to cook for you.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Mama, huh?
I miss her a lot. I think about her every day. There's
Oh,
not a day that passes by when she's not in my head.
I know. We miss my mom. My mom taught me everything I know. And I'm going to pass it on to you. So one day you better cook for your wife. But first I got to approve that wife. No wife unless I'll give her the check. Okay, all right?
I got you.
All right. You got to pass through patting the pot first. Okay, so we frying down. We're going to let our onions cook until it's good and soft. And it's getting there. Go ahead and crank up my fire a little bit more. All right, so while this is cooking, I'm going to tell y'all a little joke about my good old friend Boudreaux. So, you know, one day, Boudreaux and Marie, they went grocery shopping. So all of a sudden, Marie is walking around getting groceries, and all of a sudden she turned around. Boudreaux had done disappeared. So, boy, she walked all over the store looking for Boudreaux, and boy, she was mad. She couldn't find him. She dialed that doggone phone. She called Boudreaux. He answered, hello? She said, Boudreaux, where are you? He said, well, honey, remember that big pretty jewelry store we was at 10 minutes ago and you was admiring that beautiful necklace? And she says, oh, Boudreaux, yes, that pretty necklace, the one you said we couldn't afford? He said, yeah. So she says, Marie says, so you buying it for me, Boudreaux? He says, no, I'm at the bar right next door. That doggone Boudreaux. So when we come back, we're going to go ahead and add all our ingredients and let it cook.
Since 1991, Dr. Robert Arango has provided the best foot and ankle care for his patients in Southwest Louisiana. Lake Area Foot Care Center is dedicated to your comfort and prompt attention. Many minor foot and ankle procedures can be successfully treated in office, such as ingrown toenails, skin biopsies, hammer toes, bone spurs, and wart removal. At Lake Area Foot Care Center, Dr. Arango's goal is to help you maintain healthy feet and ankles.
All right, welcome back to Pat and the Pot, and me and Buggy been jitterbugging. All right, so while we was away, everything is good and brown. I got my onions all sauteed, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add about a cup of water to start making a little bit of gravy. There we go, just like that. You got that in that pot, Stephen? There we go. We don't wanna lift up all that brown gravy. There we go. All that sausage that's stuck at the bottom of the pot, we want to go ahead and loosen it up with this water. So now we're going to go ahead, since we got that done, we're going to go ahead and add 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. 2 cans. That's 2 cans right here. We're going to go ahead and mix that in there real well. And then we're going to add 1 can of cream of cheddar cheese. 1 can of cream of cheddar cheese. I know I'll repeat myself because some of y'all might be writing this down, so I want to make sure you get it. Because I still have people text me and say, can you give me the recipe? I'll say, well, watch the show. I tell y'all everything, step by step. All right. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up together. Boy, this stove is a beast, I tell you what. I love it. It cooks your food fast and hot. You better not put your hands nowhere around it because you'll burn it. I'm going to add a little bit of green onions in there, like so. About a handful. Then I'm going to save the rest for whenever I'm going to mix the rice and everything together. So we got the 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 1 pound of diced smoked sausage, fried down with 1 whole onion and 1 whole bell pepper diced up. So you want to fry your sausage down until it's good and brown, and then you add all your onions and your bell pepper and your garlic. So right now we're going to go ahead. We got the shrimp all cooked. So what, Buggy, you want to go ahead and dump that in there real slow. Just go ahead and put it all in there. Don't burn yourself. I got this. Just go. You need a towel?
Okay.
No, don't say towel because Danny might throw one across the room again. Go ahead. Dump it in. I got it. So now we're dumping in 2 pounds of shrimp right here. Like, put that hot rice by my drinking drink, trying to get my wine all hot. Nah, I'm going to drink it before it get hot. Woo, all right. Let me move that over here because I don't want. All right, so we got our 2 pounds of shrimp in there. And we're going to mix everything good. And what we're going to do once we mix our rice in there, we're going to put it in a casserole dish. Let me have that casserole dish right here. Hold that, Buggy. And I'm going to go ahead and spray some cooking spray in here so it won't, your rice won't stick to the pot, to the casserole dish. All right, that should be good like that. Let me see how this is coming along. You can go ahead and set that right there, Buggy. You're doing a fine job, my little boy. Nanny love you.
Love you too.
That's my only godchild. I have one godchild. Nobody trusted me with their kids but my little niece Melody. So she let me baptize little Buggy 14 years ago, and he's my only godchild. One and only. All right, and he's spoiled. He's with me every chance he can get. I think he loves my cooking. That's why he want to come over all the time. Is that why, Buggy, or you love me?
Because I love you.
Oh, Buggy, you going to make me cry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to mix this. Ooh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot, 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 hot. Oh, let me have this towel. Danny, you know I love you. Being them dog. Got to move this stuff out the way. Okay, so we're going to put 5 cups of rice in here. 5 cups of rice. That's going to feed a lot of people. I don't think I need it. I'm surprised he didn't throw it at me.
Throw it at me.
He threw it, I missed it. Oh! Danny, you something else. I'm going to punish Danny tonight. He's not eating, so just for that, he going to be in timeout. All right. But he did cook the rice. I had him cook the rice as soon as I got here. He did that much. You did good, too. That rice came out pretty. All right. Woo. A little bit more. I think we got it now. We're going to go ahead and mix it all up. I can put that down. We're going to mix it all up just like you're mixing a jambalaya. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some green onions while I'm mixing it up. You like fresh green onions? Makes your food taste good. Boy, look at that. Coming together real good. You're going to mix it real well till all that rice soaks up all that juice with the sausage and shrimp. Y'all get a good shot of that? Oh, look at that. I got to make sure my good buddy Chuck Huber get a plate of this. I promised him. Chuck, I'm cooking up you some good old shrimp and sausage casserole just like I promised you. And I want to take this time to wish my good friend Holly Huber George, who's battling cancer right now. So everybody keep her in your prayers. She's a good friend of mine from high school, and she's going through a tough time right now. Holly, we love you, and we pray for God's healing hands to touch you in the blood of Jesus. I know you got this, girl. You're going to be all right. And I told you, as soon as you're ready to eat some of this good solid food, Pat in the Pot going to hook you up. Don't forget to call me, Holly, as soon as you're ready to eat, because I'm coming around the corner with a good old meal from Pat in the Pot. We love you, Holly. Hurry up and get well. God bless you, because we all praying for you. Everybody pray for my good friend Holly. We love you, Holly. All right. So we got this all stirred up. And we're going to go ahead and put it in the casserole dish. And we're going to pop it in the oven for 25 minutes on 350 degrees. All right, so while we're going to take a little break, we're going to go ahead and add everything in the casserole dish. And we're going to pop it in the oven and let it cook. And we're going to be right back with more Pat in the Pot.
Daniel, you ready to go camping?
Well, yeah, Gavin, let's go through the checklist.
Let's check the water lines and fixtures for leaks.
Southern stocks all the plumbing fittings you need to get going.
Is the AC and refrigerator working?
I sure hope so. I hate to be hot or have hot drinks.
Southern stocks several models of ACs and refrigerators.
Don't forget to check the lights.
How many bulbs you think we need? You know they burn out fast.
Southern stocks 12-volt LED bulbs that last up to 50,000 hours.
Let's make our first stop.
Southern Mobile Home and RV Supply.
All right, welcome back to Pat in the Pot, and I done started putting it in the casserole dish, and we're about to put it in this oven and get it going. Okay, so it's all mixed up. Now we're gonna go ahead and add it in this casserole dish, like so. It's a lot of food. Now this here is a good dish also to take to a party. If you're invited to a party and they say bring a covered dish, this is a good dish, and it's not expensive at all. The shrimp, you know, the shrimp is a lot cheaper than crawfish. I'm making a mess here. So, and the sausage, shrimp and sausage, that's the two ingredients, and then your onions and soup. So it's really a fairly reasonable, inexpensive dish to make for a party, and it'll feed about 10 people easy. 10 adults easy. Probably more than that, because rice go a long ways. As you can see, it's filling up this casserole dish. I told y'all it looked like a jambalaya. Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all. It's going to taste like a jambalaya, too. So you keep on adding, fill up all that casserole dish. How's it looking, Chuck? Chuck Huber? I'm going to bring you a good plate of this. I appreciate you taking care of my vehicle for me, Chuck. That was so sweet of you. Y'all go see Chuck Huber at Autoplex in Sulphur on Highway 90. If you have any car problems, he can get it fixed up for you. He runs that auto mechanic shop over there at Autoplex, so you have any kind of car problems, go see Chuck Huber. They do great work over there. They got me fixed up and on the road in no time. Little bit more. Woo. All right, Buggy, you can go ahead and put that one off to the side. That one, we can go ahead and turn that fire off right there. Now, that's a lot of casserole right here. And that's just 5 cups of rice. But look how much casserole it is. So you're gonna smooth it out. And then we're gonna pop it in the oven on 350 degrees for 25 minutes, 25 minutes, somewhere around there. There we go. All right. Open that oven for me, Buggy. Go on in the oven on 350 degrees for 25 minutes. All right. All right, now we've been cooking this good old casserole for 25 minutes, and it's ready to come out of the oven so we can get it on this good old plate. So let's go ahead and get it out the oven. Woo, boy, this smells good. Tell you what, that aroma hit you in the face. We're gonna go ahead and look at that, how pretty that is. Ooh, Miss Shay. That's beautiful. I wish y'all can be in here to smell it. Y'all's phone got smell-o-vision. Y'all TV got smell-o-vision, because you might want to have some of that smell-o-vision. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull these gloves off. And we're going to go ahead and get it. Give me your plate, Buggy. Buggy, show him your apron. Bon appetit. Look at him, his little pot hat and his apron. Boy, that's nice. New Orleans all the way. All right, give me your plate, Buggy. We're going to go ahead and see what this is all about. Put your little scoop on there right there. Right there, and I'm gonna get me a little scoop. Woo, don't wanna slide that on the floor. Then you're gonna give me some news. All right. There we go, all I need is enough to taste. Here we go. Woo. You ready, Buggy? Pick up that fork. Give me a little drinky drink toast with your water. One time for drinky drink.
Drink, drink.
I want to thank my special guest, my little sous chef, my little Buggy Bug, my little godchild nephew, Caden. Thank you for your help. You did a fine job. Give me some sugars. Nanny, love you.
Love you too.
Thank you for coming. Okay, booby? All right, so we're going to go ahead and taste this. Get it on, buddy. I shouldn't have to tell you. Got it?
Got it.
Blow, 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 because it's hot. Lord have mercy. I tell you what, I wish y'all could taste this right now, because it's off the chain. Like my good old mother in heaven say, it's slamming. Boy, I tell you what, good old shrimp and sausage casserole made by Pat in the Pot. All right, this is it for Pat in the Pot this week. Make sure you tune in next week for more Pat in the Pot.